How you going? Well, there's lots happening with our book. We're getting there very slowly. There's a few obstacles, and it certainly makes you focus on the importance of it and why you're doing it. And if you really want it, you've got to maintain that focus and find the way. The reason it's important to get this book out for us as a family is it's highlighting the aspects of our personal journey. It's not written about us per se, it's written broadly, but it certainly speaks to our experience. I hear many things from many people who have known their whole lives that they're of Aboriginal descent and they're struggling to prove it. They can't prove it for a lot of reasons that we know. Many of you might not know. Records were regularly destroyed or changed, so that couldn't happen. So my grandmother was born in the 30s. She was raised on Aboriginal missions and reserves, and she lived in various places through the stolen generations and so forth. For a long time, my grandmother's choice was to not identify and to keep us separate, and it took many years, like 30 years, to fully understand the reasons behind that. And basically, it was a safety thing. She was beaten into submission as a child and was not allowed to speak of any of those things, which is why she didn't. So as things came to light in my early 20s, I'm now 50, it has taken all of that time to be able to connect, understand, trace our lineage, our family history, our family tree, find out exactly what the reasons were that she had to do that. So for her to be able to transition at the end of her life, proudly as an Aboriginal woman in a very safe way, working with healing practices and concepts that can support her to move the obstacles and barriers from within her body that have caused her a lot of pain for a really long time, is so important. I've been very blessed to reconnect to the family lineage and be taught traditional ways and sit with teachers in many aspects, and I'm very blessed to have been able to sit with an amazing elder and teacher and go through those practices. A lot of things come very naturally, and it made complete sense to me as to what was happening all of my life and I didn't understand. Where now the focus is more on a transition from a terminal illness for my grandmother as she gets ready to leave her body and pass away. So that's the reason behind speaking truthfully and understanding the bigger picture behind misconception of others, what they think is reasonable, what they believe is working outside of your guidelines. And anyone that understands protocol properly understands the importance of working within those lines. And I've been very blessed to have been taught what those lines are, how to work. I know what permission I have, what permission I don't have, and how things need to be done. I'm also blessed to be a healer, naturally born healer. I've also had some amazing training opportunities and learnt different technique and so forth. But also to sit on country with these amazing teachers, to be able to focus on the way that is so natural, it just comes through you beautifully. And to offer this to someone as they're transitioning in a way where they're ready to pass is a beautiful gift to be able to give them. So that's the purpose behind the share. It's to understand there's always a reason and purpose with these things. The book has a very powerful and beautiful message and teaches a way about holistic care, not the token of holistic care where they write it in a care plan and leave it in a book in the cupboard, where the application of that holistic care is so important and integral in the part of this person's life where they're about to end it. We look forward to sharing this with you soon, and we'll keep doing some posts and some updates as it comes along. Hope you can join us.